Hi, I'm Eric Ledger, and this is an overview of my prototype game, Dice Gods. Dice Gods is a medium-heavy strategic game that blends shared tableau development, dice drafting, and worker placement mechanics. It plays 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, with an average play time of 30 minutes per player. Your goal is to earn the favor of the fickless gods of gaming. Their approval is measured in victory points, and the player with the most victory points at endgame wins. The game progresses over a series of rounds. At the start of each round, all dice are cast through a 4-sided dice tower into the 4 regions of the dice board. Each player immediately gains resources based upon where the 2 blessed dice fall. Then, beginning with the first player and continuing clockwise, each player may modify 1 die and then draft 1 die, assigning it to either a building in the shared community tableau or their personal town hall, which unlocks 2 actions. Assigning dice to buildings around the dice board requires you to follow 2 rules: location and value. A die may only be placed on buildings located in its board section. Next, the pip value must be less than or equal to the building's level. For example, a level 2 market accepts a 1 or a 2 die, but rejects a 3 or a 4 die with holy indifference. As with any dice game, sometimes the gods give you what you need. But unlike other dice games, this one lets you control your own destiny. Players may construct roads to connect regions of the board, allowing them to shift dice freely amongst the sections. Road owners travel without consequence, while others pay a toll of ore to the owner. Lacking a road or ore, players may simply move a die illegally. But in Dice Gods, whenever you reject the will of the gods, you earn blasphemy, which is worth negative victory points at endgame. Dice values may be reduced through virtue, 1 virtue per pip. You can also reduce a die without virtue, but now you are rejecting the will of the gods, which, again, earns you blasphemy. But thankfully the game has many paths to purify your blasphemous soul. Players also have a personal town hall. Any die on the board can be assigned to your town hall, but only 1 die per round may go there. Town hall lets you perform multiple tasks, including upgrading your buildings, upgrading resource storage, reducing your blasphemy, gaining and playing prayer cards, which give you one-time instant bonuses. And most importantly, town hall is also where you can construct your tower, which is how players gain most of their points. The first player to construct a stage of their tower earns slightly more points than the next, which adds a slight race element to the game. Also, when you construct a tower, you trigger bonus effects as listed on the tower card. Finally, some tower stages automatically trigger a reset of the building draft and the prayer deck draft. Once any player completes their tower, endgame is triggered. Complete that round, evaluate your storage, and tally your score. Dice Gods also has a solo mode where you start the game with 8 dice. Each round you lose 1 die to the gods, with your goal being to construct a tower and eliminate all of your blasphemy before you run out of dice. If you have any interest in the game, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.